Okay, let's just be real for a second. Making friends when you're an adult can feel, well, it can feel like you're trying to build a puzzle without the picture on the box, right? But what if I told you it wasn't some kind of social magic? What if it was actually a skill, a system that you could learn and use, anytime, anywhere?
For social smarts, if you've ever felt like making real, genuine connections is just so much harder than it used to be, I promise you, you are not the only one. It's a feeling so many of us have, like we all just missed a class on this stuff somewhere along the way. But the reason why? It's probably not what you think.
Because here is the secret that changes the whole game. This is not a personal failure. It's not that you suddenly got bad at making friends. The problem is actually structural. It's literally built into the architecture of our adult lives. And you know what? Once you can see that blueprint, you can start to redesign it.
For explorers, so this brings us to this really cool idea from a sociologist named Ray Oldenburg that almost nobody talks about. And honestly, it's the key that unlocks this whole puzzle. It's what he called the third place. And it's kind of the hidden pattern you'll find in every great social life. For strategists, here's the framework. It's super simple. Our first place, that's home. Our second place, that's work. But the magic, the place where community is actually built, is in this crucial third place. These are those informal spots, the connective tissue of society, where we just go because we want to, no obligation, just to hang out.
So what really makes a great third place? Well, for starters, they're neutral ground, so nobody has to play host. They're also social levelers, meaning your job title or how much money you make just doesn't matter. Think of a cozy coffee shop, a library, a hobby club, or hey, even a great digital space like a Discord server for a game you love. The whole point is conversation, and the vibe is just playful and low stakes.
For settlers, strategists, so you see, once you get why finding a third place is so important, everything just clicks into place. You can finally stop waiting around and just hoping for friendship to magically appear. You can actually build it. You can use a system. And the system, it's beautifully simple.
So here it is. Here's the whole plan broken down into 3 totally doable steps. Step 1, you find your place. Step 2, you become an insider. And step 3, you master the follow-up. That's it. Let's break down exactly how you nail each one.
All right, step 1. This is all about finding those potential third places. And here's the most important mindset shift you can make right now. Your goal is not to make a friend on day 1. Your only job is to show up. That's it. That is the win.
So where do you even look? Well, you go where the people are. But, and this is key, you pick places you genuinely enjoy. Seriously, do not force yourself to join a running club if you hate running. You know who you'll meet there? People who love to run. Think about volunteer groups, a pottery class, a local meetup for a hobby you have. At first, your only mission is to just go a couple of times and get comfortable being there by yourself.
Okay, so you found your spot, you've been a few times, you're feeling comfortable, awesome. Now comes the really important part, making that jump from just being a face in the crowd to becoming a real part of the community. For strategists, the strategic goal here is simple. You want to move from being an outsider to being an insider. And how do you pull that off? You do it by showing you get the culture of the group. It's all about learning the unwritten rules and just signaling that you belong. Not by being loud or forcing your way in, but just by naturally fitting in.
For social smarts, and tiny little shifts in how you start a conversation can make a massive difference here. Instead of that default, "So, what do you do?" which immediately makes it about status, try asking something like, "How did you find this community?" See? It's inclusive and it's focused on the thing you both share. Or you could go a little deeper with a fun question like, if you could know the answer to any question in the world, what would it be? These aren't just icebreakers, they're connection starters.
Now, this part requires a really critical mindset shift. You have to assume that people are open to connecting, but you'll also have to be willing to put in a little more effort at the beginning. Be ready for it to be kind of 70-30. You have to be the one to go first. The truth is, most people are perfectly friendly. They're just passively waiting for someone else to make the first move.
And now we've arrived at the friendship graveyard. This is the place where so many potential connections go to die. You have a great conversation, you feel that spark, and then nothing. Crickets. Mastering the follow-up is the final, absolutely non-negotiable piece of this puzzle.
For settlers, here is a simple, safe, and incredibly effective rule. That window for following up is small, so don't overthink it.
Just send a text or a message within 24 hours. That one simple action shows you're genuinely interested, and it keeps that initial momentum going. And you don't even have to come up with something clever. A simple script like this is your most powerful tool. Just reference where you met, mention a specific thing you talked about to jog their memory, and, if you can, offer some value, like that article or link you mentioned. Then a super low-pressure offer to connect again. It's direct, it's clear, and best of all, it's not awkward.
And finally, you need a way to figure out if the connection is mutual, right? So just pay attention to the signals. Are they texting back? Are they starting to initiate plans too? Or do you feel like you're doing all the work? Look, this isn't about keeping score. It's just about investing your social energy wisely and knowing when it's okay to gracefully move on.
So let's put this all together, okay? Making friends as an adult isn't about some random stroke of luck or being some super extroverted type of person. It's about having a framework, and you now have a repeatable system for creating genuine connections basically from scratch. So here's your action plan boiled right down. Number 1, find your third place this week. Number 2, start one good conversation. And number 3, send one follow-up text within a day. That's it. That's the entire system in action.
And this isn't just about making one friend. This is a skill. It's a system you can use for the rest of your life to build the community and the connection you want no matter where you go. You are now officially equipped.
But that brings us to the next level of this puzzle, doesn't it? Because once you've made that one-on-one connection, what are the hidden dynamics of keeping that friendship alive, of making it deep and lasting, and making sure it doesn't just fizzle out? Well, that's the next big question we have to explore.
If this touched your heart, please subscribe, like, and share it with your family. Save this for more meaningful content ahead.